Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome to day 5 of this cleaning saga, I think. So we're a little bit out of order, but primarily I think we were supposed to be in the office today, like in the 6th episode of this according to my master deep cleaning, decluttering, and organizing plan. However, this bedroom was atrocious and my husband already got started on cleaning it earlier. He took down the Christmas tree and vacuumed and did some other stuff, and so I'm just going to now finish because I just have a fire within me to go ahead and finish this room. So we're going to start in here. It is 6 p.m. at the filming of this video, so I'm feeling like I will only probably get in this room, like this specific bedroom, even though I plan to get in the bathroom and the closet as well. We're gonna start in here and then I'll pick up and continue on when I can. I do have to say, it's January 15th. I thought this project would be finished by December 31st, but with starting my new job and all of that, I was not thinking about, I was literally hanging on by a thread trying to adjust to waking up so early. So I just want to say, if you're still trying to do your new year declutter, organize, clean, if you're even doing one and it is the middle of the month, then that's perfectly fine. I mean, it doesn't really matter when you finish something as long as you finish it 9 times out of 10. I've already started in here. You probably see some perspiration, but I was like, I need to get this camera. So let me go ahead and get this camera so we can get this rolling. So let's go ahead now and continue. All I've done so far is put a sheet. I've kind of partially made up the bed. That's all I've done. So let's go ahead and finish that and continue our saga. Okay, as I mentioned, we are starting out in the bedroom. I just want to say it's now February when I am doing this voiceover, and it was just, I think yesterday or maybe the day before when I was actually in the second segment of this video. So all I'm saying is we're going to get this whole house cleaned and decluttered. But yeah, starting a new job at the beginning of the year did not lend itself to me being able to successfully complete this mission as quickly as I would have wanted, but we're going to get it done. So it might be February when I am finished with my new year whole house cleaning, decluttering, and organizing spree, but we're going to get it done. So starting out in the bedroom, I am first trying to make up the bed, of course, and I will say there are some white chairs that I'm standing on, which is kind of risque to be cleaning or dusting a fan standing on top of white chairs, but I already knew I was going to be deep cleaning the chairs anyway, so I didn't really care. But you know, FYI, if you do have a bed or chair or something like that beneath you when you're trying to dust from up top, then you might want to make sure it's not something that you care for it to be ruined. So anyway, I'm dusting the fan. It makes sense for me to use a Swiffer at all times to try to dust and get dust and debris up first before going in and trying to clean, because I'm not saying the dust turns into mud exactly, but it does turn into some nasty gunk if it's met with some type of liquid. So you saw me dusting using a Swiffer, and then also I was using a pillowcase to try to catch some of the debris inside the pillowcase. That method wasn't really going super well, so I did go ahead and I switched to just using the pillowcase that I was going to throw away or wash or something anyway to dust the fan. So that's what you first saw me doing. Then I put in a load of clothes and now I'm back. So currently I am using my Dyson Detect V15 to vacuum the chairs, and now I'm going to go in with what I call my little green. I think it's by Bissell. I think, who got this for me? Maybe my mother-in-law or husband? I don't know. Somebody got this for me for Christmas one year, a couple years ago maybe, and I love it, so I use it, at all times. But I am using it to really deep clean these chairs. These chairs came from Home Depot, although they're sold at many different stores, but they came from Home Depot and I got them maybe a year and a half ago. So it was definitely time for me to give them a good cleaning. They hold up really well. As you can see, I mean, for white chairs with a pet, You would think these would be worse off than what they really are, but they actually hold up pretty good. I'm not saying we sit in these every day or anything, but for what it's worth, I think they are and have held up pretty well. So dusting the chairs, vacuuming the chairs, deep cleaning the chairs, shampooing the chairs rather, and that is how we are starting out this video. In a moment, we are going to move on to cleaning the windows, but I just wanted to kind of share what we're doing. And because this was the only area I was going to be shampooing, I wanted to go ahead and get it out of the way. One tip that I wanted to share when it comes to cleaning the fans, or one thing that I like doing, is positioning one of the blades, the blade that I am going to be cleaning, in the area where if there were to be dust and debris to fall, that area would be less impacted. So basically, I wouldn't stand on my bed and have a blade right over my bed and try to clean the blade that way, because that would mean that most of the dust and the debris would end up on the bed, which would not be a look for me. Again, I did it in these chairs because I already knew I was going to be shampooing them, but otherwise I would have just moved the chairs out of the way and stood on a ladder or something else that would not be negatively impacted by a lot of dust and debris. So that's just a tip that I wanted to share with you guys if you are trying to clean your fan and it's over your bed or something, which can be a little tricky. I also wanted to share that while in this portion of the video, I'm using my Dyson to do a lot of the cleaning, in the second segment of the video, I'm actually going to be using my regular upright vacuum cleaner that costs like $75 or something like that, and she does the trick not as well as the Dyson, obviously, because the Dyson is cordless and I can, just kind of move around with her, whereas my corded vacuum cleaner, I can't just move around and do anything that I want to do. So that is the one drawback. But as far as performance, I think it performs as well. There is a hose that I am able to use to suck up things that need to be sucked up, so it pretty much does the same thing. And I just wanted to point that out. So if you stay tuned for the second segment of the video, then you will see a lot of my upright vacuum cleaner. I love vacuum cleaners, so you guys will have to let me know which vacuum cleaner you use and how you like it. But yeah, let me know down in the comments what you're using. So right now I am dusting the windows. I like to go in, like I said, with my Swiffer and try to get up as much dust as I can. And then normally I will go in using a microfiber towel to really try to really clean the blinds. Or I may even go in with, some other type of tool. But for the most part, I'm really just trying to get the blinds dusted because they do attract a lot of dust. I'll also take this as an opportunity typically to shake out the curtains. Sometimes I'll wash the curtains. They don't need washed now because I recently washed them. But I normally take this opportunity, while cleaning the windows, to go ahead and wash the curtains, or at least shake out the curtains, because a lot of dust gets trapped in there as well. And I also, of course, will use my glass cleaner, my spray away, I think is what it's called, in this particular video, to just go ahead and clean the windows, at least the inside of the windows.
Life goes up and it goes down. I know my mom taught me that. I figured why we fool around so little, and we keep track of time, being so serious, idiots, thinking it will matter, keep me company downtown before the clock runs out. Sun is shining, but the rain is welcome too. Friends are nearby, don't need another view. Time is not on my mind, but then it's you. Oh, I love it when the love comes around, and then I remember all things must pass. But I'm not gonna wake up, wake up. I'm not ready, let me have another day. Don't wake up, wake up. Keep it steady, cause I'm happy, I'm not gonna wake up. No, not yet, whoa. No, not yet, whoa. No, not yet, whoa. I'm afraid I'll end up nowhere. They keep saying I'll be fine, but how you know that I'll be there when it feels like I'm lying every time someone asks how it goes, and I save the details
that lovely husband of mine walked in at the perfect time, because I was getting this quilt, if you will, out of the dryer because I was washing it, which this is the one that our dog normally kind of lays on and messes up the most for whatever reason, which is ideal actually because it's blue and dark and not that big of a deal. So, it's okay for her to do that because you can't really see, any paw prints or anything that might be on there because of her. But he walked in at the perfect time so we could fold the quilt and get it laid out on the bed in the position that I like it. So shout out to him. I don't know what he was doing this day, but anyway, I am now cleaning off our nightstands. I don't know if you guys remember, but the nightstands aren't technically supposed to be living in this room. They're just here temporarily, but they've been here for 2 years almost now. So I don't know when they're going to be leaving, but I'm just using my spray away cleaner to clean up the side tables.
Wake up, I'm not ready, let me have another day. Don't wake up, wake up. Keep it steady, cause I'm happy, I'm not gonna wake up. No, not yet, whoa. No, not yet, whoa. No, not yet, whoa. I'm not gonna wake up.
Just cleaned off my makeup vanity and we'll come back to that to declutter. We're also supposed to be decluttering the nightstands in this video and touching up the paint, but I don't think I'm going to be, I for sure did not get to it in this video and haven't gotten to it as of yet. So the only thing left to do, which we will start in the next segment of this series, is finishing up in here and then moving on to the bathroom and the closet. But right now I am pulling out the TV, which is like a full rotation mount situation, and which is great because then I can pull it out and dust it. So again, I just use my Swiffer and I go in and I try to use it for dusting because that's what it's for, and I want to get up as much dust as I can before I go in and really start cleaning with some type of liquid or even disinfecting or stuff like that. So cleaning the TV, and now cleaning the refrigerator and the microwave, which is kind of weird for it to be in our room, but it's temporarily living in our room, and eventually, which we're temporarily living out of the guest room, and then eventually it will make its way back to my husband's man cave or maybe the guest room. We're not really sure, but since I had the opportunity, since it was right before me, I went ahead and got it cleaned up, cleaned up.
we wake, hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side our fears are done. Oh, the good times just begun. We know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright.
By the way, to clean out the mini fridge and the microwave, I just use Dawn dish liquid soap and water. I feel like if we use that and it on our food or on our like plates and bowls and stuff, and it's safe, then it's certainly safe to use it in the refrigerator where food is housed. So that is what I use to clean out the refrigerator. I don't like spraying any kind of spray and fooling around with any of that. I just use Dawn dish liquid soap, and like I said many times before, I feel like that is my go-to concoction. Soap and Dawn's dish liquid soap and water, and if that doesn't do the trick, then I will move along to some other type of method or spray, but normally it does the trick for pretty much everything. So right now I am doing what is the bane of my existence, which is just dealing with this makeup vanity. I feel like it's always cluttered, so I'm decluttering, and then also we're going to move on to washing all of my makeup brushes and sponges, which before doing this a couple days ago, I don't think I had done it in probably it's been some time, I'm not gonna lie. So I'm just throwing out things like earrings that I can't find mates to, and some of those makeup palettes I've had for 5 years since I started wearing makeup. I don't use them. I don't wear eyeshadow. I don't wear lashes. I'm just throwing away stuff that I don't use. I do not have that much jewelry, as you can see. I am in the process of building a capsule wardrobe. So I've purchased a few pieces of jewelry, but for the most part, I'm not a huge person. You might not catch me in earrings. More often than not, I might have some on. You just never know. I might have on a bracelet. Probably not. You just never know. So I don't fully intend to have a whole bunch more pieces of jewelry, but I do plan to get a few more pieces, which is great because I do have a little room left in my little jewelry organizer. So that is going to work out, just fine. Like I mentioned, cleaning makeup, anything related to makeup, cleaning makeup brushes, sponges, all of that is really the bane of my existence. But now I am, kind of getting to it. What you're seeing me do now is just kind of running hot water over the sponges. I'm trying to break up or break down some of the gunk, aka the foundation and concealer and whatever else is on whatever other items are on these sponges, because some of these sponges I hadn't cleaned in a while. So I just wanted to kind of break up or break down some of the products, and that's why I'm soaking them repeatedly in the Dawn Power Wash. So you'll see as we move throughout this video, I will, soak them in some hot water, and then I'll kind of squeeze them so that some of the foundation and stuff will run off of it. And then I'll kind of keep repeating that method until I'm ready to really clean them. And you'll see that I kind of use the same method, except I really try to squeeze really hard so I can get all of that makeup out of the sponges, because the makeup is kind of like caked in the sponges. It's a situation, but we get them looking halfway decent. I mean, they're like 95% clean. I feel like some of them are stained because of various reasons, but we do get them cleaned up pretty good. One tip that I want to share for the makeup brushes, which I also do not like cleaning the makeup brushes, but some of them aren't as bad as one might think just based on how they look. Like the blush brush, which is closest to my arm, is really easy to get clean for whatever reason. So they're not that bad. But one tip that I have is whenever you're washing your brushes, try to make sure that you have the furry part, the brush part downward when you're washing and when you're rinsing, because you don't want a lot of water to creep up inside the bristles, if that makes any sense, because that might break up the bristles and make them fall out. And we want our makeup stuff to last a long time. At this point, I have moved on to the drawer. I am cleaning it, and as you can see, a lot of that makeup and gunk is really breaking down. And I like this view because you see me 3 times, which is kind of crazy, kind of eerie, which is why my camera kept focusing on my face, because that's what it's supposed to do, and that's why it's kind of out of focus. But anyway, just cleaning up the drawer. I like to keep in the drawer really all of my makeup items. There are a lot of bacteria and germs and whatnot that can plague our makeup and makeup brushes and things like that. So I just try to keep my brushes and makeup just kind of put away behind some kind of drawer, or in some kind of container, or behind a door of some sort, just someplace where not as much where my products won't be exposed to a lot of elements, if that makes any sense. Obviously, that's probably, not the best. Like, I'm sure I'm not doing all that I can to protect against, all that kind of stuff. But I feel like it's at least something that I can do to kind of better make, just to kind of avoid anything going left and avoiding any acne and breakouts and things of the sort. It is especially important to me now that I'm wearing makeup a little bit more and all of that. So that is my rationale behind that. But I am wiping down all of the makeup, everything, because I'm going to clean the actual container or the makeup organizer. So it only made sense to clean everything that was going to be housed inside of the organizer, just so everything's clean. And it's just it was just a good way to kind of go into this week and having all of that organized going into the work week and not having everything be all nasty. So that's what I'm doing now. I do declutter some items I don't use, like anything related to eyelashes I don't really use, or really anything related to eyes, period, like eyeshadow or just basic eyeliner. I don't really use that kind of stuff. So I pretty much got rid of all of that, pretty much, or at least the duplicates if I had any. But yeah, I'm just kind of going back and forth, cleaning in the actual makeup drawers and the makeup vanity, but also cleaning the brushes and the sponges and just trying to get rid of all of the dirt, the grime, the debris. I am working really hard to do that. Eventually, I will go ahead and put everything back in its place and I get everything organized. But as you can see, I'm using the hose from my regular vacuum cleaner to clean out that drawer. I used it to clean out the other drawer. It works just as well, if not better, than the Dyson, as far as suction power goes anyway. And so right now, I'm just going to organize everything and put everything back in its place. I am quite particular when it comes to how I organize my makeup. So on the top little caddy situation, I like to put any like mascara or my eye pencils or my foundation even sometimes, or concealer or powder, just anything that is kind of like a staple. If that makes any sense, I feel like those items are staples. And then in the top drawer, I like to keep my face products. And then in the middle drawer, I normally keep like face products that aren't super important, like highlighters and blushes and all that kind of stuff. That's typically how I like it. And then in the bottom drawer, I normally keep all of my lippies. And I like it like that because from top to bottom, that's how I actually apply my makeup and I apply my face. So that is the method to my madness, and that is why I am organizing everything the way that I'm organizing it.
I was yours for the taking. Guess I needed a home, but if I'm not mistaken, you were good on your own. And I know I was drunk enough. Didn't know it would mess me up, yeah. Now I'm truly awakened up. Say you wanna talk again, but it's time I do this my way. I don't wanna be your friend. Think we hit our expiration date. I want you to feel the weight, feel the hate that I felt when we came to an end.
haven't said it enough times already, cleaning makeup sponges really is the worst. I thought about throwing out all of them and just keeping like one or two, but then I'm like, okay, what if I use sponges a lot, mainly because I like to pounce my makeup on rather than like wiping it using some kind of foundation brush or anything like that. But then I'm also like, okay, well, I actually do use these sponges. What if I want to travel and I just want to have some clean ones to take with me instead of having to clean the one or two maybe that I have because I'm trying to, declutter and only have a couple of things. So it really made sense, especially since they're all in good condition currently, to just use them and to not, to keep them and clean them and keep them instead of worrying about trying to declutter them. Even though I do kind of have a lot of makeup sponges. I do have like 8 maybe, but I get them as clean as I can get them. And that's as far as we got in this video. So in the next video, we have to finish in the primary master, whatever you want to call it, bedroom. Then we have to get in the bathroom, which is where we're in currently. And then we have to move into the closet. So this is my greatest work right before your very eyes. That's a couple of the sponges were a little sketch, but we got it pretty clean. But that is going to be it for this video. Stay tuned for part 6, and I will catch you guys then. Bye, guys.